Hey guys, it's Drew here at Card of My Eye. Today I wanted to share with you how to color this Cheeky Mate Greeting Farm stamp using your Copic markers. That is what the stamp looks like you saw there. And I am not a Copic certified anything. I don't even barely know how to use these, but I just want to share with you guys how I use them. So we're going to start by coloring the hair using E25, E27, and E29. So I'm starting with E29, and I'm basically going where the roots are going to be of the hair. So I'm going around the top because her hair is flipping upward. It kind of like rolled back onto her head. It's going to be darker towards her hairline. And I'm also adding some to the tips of bangs for highlights and to the top of her hat. So you could see that there. And now I'm going to use a different color now. I'm using I still use E29 there just to add a little bit of highlight. Now I'm using E27 to add, you're going to go every single place that you added your E29. Every place, you're going to blend it, and it's going to get a little bit lighter as you blend. So you're just going to blend in your E27 to this. And you guys, I am a sloppy color. I just use my tool to fix it all. You can see I just completely went under the lines there. Now I'm using E25 to fill in every other spot that we did. And this is what's going to make it shaded really nicely. Because I cut out my images completely, so I don't really care if I get it outside the lines. So I really just sloppy color it, and so as you can see, I'm just really coloring it there, and that is what the hair is going to look like. And you can see I got quite a bit on her face, but I'm using my Zero Colorless Blender as an eraser, and I use a chisel tip to really get into that page so you can see how there's no more of that brown anymore, and that will dry clear. Sometimes the ink will kind of spread over it. I don't know, it's kind of weird. You'll have to see for yourself. But now I'm using E000, which is a skin tone. It's pale fruit pink, and I'm going to go over the full, complete face image with the E000. And then I'm using a little bit more of that hair color because I forgot to fill in a little bit of the curl on her bang. And now I'm using E00, which is skin white, I'm using a feathering technique and pushing color outwards on either side, like this, just on either side. And then I'm using E11 which is barley beige, and I'm just giving it a little hint of darker color on the edges of the face. And now I'm using my E000 to completely blend everything together and give it a nice blended look. So as you can see, this is my third colored image, you guys, so I'm not really good at this. I just thought I'd share an image with you guys, so please don't take this as I'm super good at this, and don't follow all my stuff because I might not be doing this right, you guys. So I'm just showing you how I do it. So that's what the face looks like there. And now I'm using YG95, YG97, and YG99. They're all greens. And I'm starting with YG99, marine green. And I'm just going right around the edges of her hat. And it is so hard to color above a camera, you guys. If you have done it before, then you're going to know. But if you've tried to color 2 feet away from an image, it's really hard because I'm zoomed in quite a bit. And then I use the YG97 just to accent all around the YG99, go everywhere I did, and then I'm using the YG95 to fill everything in, and I'm coloring over everything I already colored to blend it all together. And it doesn't really look like it has any dimension right now, but I'm going to go back with a little bit of the YG99 and give it a bit more dimension. And as you can see, I've been playing around with my Copics and stuff, attempting to actually color something good, and I've only colored 3 images, so there's my YG95. I have it all over my hand. There's the hat now. It has a lot more dimension to the hat. Now I'm using Y26 for all of the edging or all like the seams on her hat and stuff. So that's the color I'm going to be using. Now I'm using YG95 to color in her eyes, a little bit of a green color. And we're going back with our hair color to do the little ponytails. And I'm starting off with YG29, and I'm going every cut off of the hair, kind of like where a rubber band would be on a hair. And then I'm going with YG27, and I'm just going edging it right close to it. So you could probably see by the video a little bit better. Then I'm using YG25 to completely fill it in and color over everything, and this is what's going to give you that dimensional look. And you could probably see it on the left side how dimensionalized the hair looks. And I'm doing it everywhere. So there's a close-up of the hair. And now I'm using YG26 again. This is our seam color, and I'm coloring in all of the seams as well as that bow, and kind of where the billows of the fabric are as well. Because I'll be kind of adding a bit of a different color as well, you'll see later. And I'm also coloring her boots with the YG26, and that's mustard, just to let you guys know. And I'm just coloring in her boots as well. And now we're going back to this is a new color, YG28, which is Lanute Gold. And it's a really nice golden color. And I'm just adding that where shading would be, just right at the tops of the boots, basically. And I'm blending it in with the YG26, and now I'm using YG99 to color in her clothes, and I'm just adding it to the tops of really everything, the tops of all the different billows of fabric, and the tops of the collars, and underneath the collars, and stuff like that. And again, you're always just going to use your second color to basically color next to your other color, and then you're using YG95 to completely fill it out. So I started off with YG99, then went to YG97, then went to YG95, and that will give you a nice effect. And as you can see, I got quite a bit of green on her knee, so it's like she has a disease or something, but she doesn't. So, because I'm going to take that away. And as you can see, I use that Lanute Gold to kind of blend in that green a little bit. Kind of adds a nice billow to the fabric. And now I'm using 0 to completely remove that green. So now she took her medicine and it's gone. And now we're using E000 to fill in her leg and her arms, as well as her chest. And then we're going in with E00, and we're going to fill in part of her arm, basically the tops of her arms and the tops of her legs, and then we're going with E11, and I'm just kind of adding that to the tops of the arms and the tops of the legs as well. And then I'm using E000 again to blend it all together. So that was this Copic coloring tutorial of the cheeky image. So thank you guys, bye.